friends, it's Liz back again with another GLP-1 Mounjaro Journey Diary. I am back in my town in Korea. We got back on Thursday. It's Saturday. I've just been out to visit the cats on the stream park and take a little walk. It's very busy out here. It's like 60 degrees. It's finally like springtime. It could still snow on Tuesday, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know how things went in Japan overall. I took my shot on Monday as usual. No issues there. There was one day I didn't poop, so the constipation is there, but usually there is one day a week when I just don't have a bowel movement, so that's nothing unusual. I really didn't restrict anything. I tried my best to listen to my body when it came to meals, and stopping when I got full, or if there was still some rice, but I was full, I wouldn't eat the rice. I focused on the protein and fiber stuff first. We got ourselves some treats from the convenience store. I tried a sweet tofu bar. It was like a cafe latte flavored tofu stick. I thought it was a chocolate one. I just grabbed whatever I saw there, but it was good. I had that for like breakfast in the morning because we had to get up quite early to catch our flight out of Narita. So that wasn't bad. I waited until Friday morning to get on the scale and see where I was at, and I had lost probably about 3/4 of a kilogram, which is more than a pound since the prior Saturday. So even though I didn't, restrict myself with what I was eating, the medicine, that 2.5 milligrams of Mounjaro is still really working well. We were walking a ton. Average is probably 20,000 a day. Not every day reaching that 20,000, but there was one day I almost hit 27,000. So pretty significant as far as the walking around and exercising goes. I do have a little pimple here today, probably because my period's about to start. You know how it is. I'm going a little early to check in with the doctor to get my next refill of my prescription on Friday, because the first Monday of March is a holiday in Korea, so at least the endocrinology department is closed. So I'll see them on Friday instead. I think probably by Friday, I won't quite have lost 5 kilograms this month, which that's fine. Honestly, 4 kilograms is still a kilogram a week, which is 2.2 pounds per week. So my rate of weight loss is still really on track, even a little bit high. So I think because it's slightly less than it was, she's going to want to increase me, because I really had to fight last time to stay on it for the 3rd month. But I'll just have to point out, at the moment, I'm down 14 kilograms in 11 weeks, a little less than 11 weeks. It'll be 11 weeks on Monday. That'll be, or I guess Sunday. Tomorrow will be the end of the 11th week. And so Monday I'll take my 12th shot. So that'll be the start of week 12. I'll see her on Friday, which is, so in 12 weeks, I could be down another half a kilogram. I could be down to, so it's essentially either 14 or 15 kilograms down in 12 weeks, which is a really fast loss. Yeah, I know I had a lot to lose, but I'm so close to being at that 200 mark, below that 200 mark, super, super, super close. I think it's probably just about 201 today. I think I'm gonna have to stay on the 2.5 again, because I think if my rate of weight loss reduces to even 3 kilograms a month, I think that's still a healthy rate of weight loss, But I think that this doctor really wants to follow the titration schedule of the clinical trials, which everything, I got the audiobook of Enough, the Oprah Winfrey and Dr. Anya collaboration, and I listened to that, and Dr. Anya's advice is, stay on the lowest effective dose. If you are losing a good amount of weight, about half a pound to 2 pounds a month or per week, you're right where you should be with the medication, and that the titration, like if you like each level, each dose gets you to a new set point, your enough point. So I really don't see a need to change my dosage at the moment, because my enough point according to my pediatrician would be 180 pounds, like as a person with obesity. So if I can get to 180 on 2.5 and then things really slow down, yeah, why not? Let's increase to the 5 milligrams and see if that can get me to 150. If I can get to 150 on 5 milligrams and it's still working well, then I would just stay on 5 milligrams. Yeah, we'll see. I just have to stand my ground because I do think it would be best for me to stay on the lower dosage, but we'll see what the doctor says. I just think that they have a slightly different attitude towards medication and weight loss and like what is desired weight loss. But I'm not Asian, obviously. I'm a white person. So my levels, my BMI scale is different than an Asian person. So I don't know. What it's going to take next Friday for me to advocate for myself and insist on staying where I'm at. But that is my goal. I think I still want to stay on the 2.5. I don't see any need to increase my dosage still. But yeah, Tokyo was awesome. Again, lots and lots of walking. I went out for a time left event and I met a bunch of really cool ladies. We had some good chats for a little while. It was my birthday on Wednesday. We were shopping in Ginza, visited all the shops that I wanted to, got a new pair of sneakers. I haven't started wearing them yet. But yeah, I had a good time and I'm glad that we went. Definitely want to get back to Japan again, maybe see a different city. Oh yeah, turns out I'm like allergic to the dust in Tokyo. It's not like they've got the pollution and fine dust like we have in Korea. I mean, they have a little bit of it, but not at the same level. I think it's just the buildings are old and dusty. And by Wednesday, I was like miserable, like drippy nose. Not sick. Like as soon as we got to the airport, like my nose stopped dripping basically. But whatever the air, whatever, and maybe it was just our hotel room was dusty. I don't know quite what it was, but I was allergic to the air in Tokyo. And weather app said that there was no pollen, but the plum blossoms were blooming. So things were definitely in bloom. And I do usually suffer from seasonal allergies, but it got really bad. Like it started on Sunday with sneezing, Monday sneezing, Tuesday sneezing even more, and then the runny nose started, and Wednesday was just miserable. I stopped into a pharmacy and got something. It took a while to kick in, but yeah. So yeah, I definitely want to visit another part of Japan in the future, like Kyoto, Osaka, Fukuoka, any of those other places. Yeah, I mean Tokyo's like any big city anywhere in the world. I think there's definitely things to do, but mostly shopping. We did get to two museums actually, and checked out the temple. So yeah, if you have the opportunity to visit Tokyo, I definitely think it is worth it. But yeah, food's a little bit more expensive there compared to Seoul and in general in Korea. And the hotel room was small, but we made it work. Like it was fine. There was plenty of storage space under the bed, so we could stash our suitcases in there when we didn't need them. So it was fine, honestly. And yeah, I have no regrets as far as how I was eating, how I, treated myself to different things. It was my birthday. Like, it was Valentine's Day. We had a couple of desserts. Not every day having a sweet treat, but yeah. I brought back some really incredible caramels, but I think I'll have no problem like enjoying one a day or every other day. They're small, so maybe even two, but not every day necessarily. I want to make them last because they are really, really good and they were very expensive. Oh, and another thing that I wanted to talk about were my non-scale victories. So my wedding ring really doesn't fit my ring finger anymore. I have to wear it on my middle finger. It was like that before when I was down to around 175. I was always wearing my wedding ring on my middle finger. So I think about when I got under 210 was when I needed to move my wedding ring to my middle finger. And I can pull my Patagonia jacket down over my hips, which Patagonia jackets are not cut for womanly shapes. Like wide hips are not forgiven by these, and it's an extra large. But I hadn't. If I tried to pull it down over my hips before I started the GLP-1, the zipper would split at the bottom, and then I would have to like struggle to like get the zipper down. But yeah, I can pull it over my hips now, and I mean it doesn't stay there when I'm walking, but at least I can pull it down over my hips, so that's nice. And then one of my students like gave me a little like packaged snack, like a little roll cake. I looked like it was going to be really good, that I would enjoy it. I took one bite of it yesterday, and it's just like, ooh, the taste is not there. Like it was not what I was expecting. It had like a cheesy flavor to it, which they like Castella cakes here, and I enjoy Castella too, but it just wasn't what I was expecting. I didn't enjoy it. I took a bigger bite because I thought I knew what it was and what it would taste like, and I was done with that one bite. I threw it in the trash after that. It was small. It wasn't a big thing. I couldn't, like, students were coming in, so I couldn't spit it out, the one bite that I took. But, you know, I feel like before the GLP-1, even if I wasn't enjoying it, I probably would have eaten the whole thing. But yeah, I just immediately was like, this is not it. I'm throwing it in the trash. So yeah, having that instinctual boundary with food that I'm not enjoying is new. Can't say I've ever experienced it before. So yeah, that's all very positive non-scale victories here. Trying to think if there was anything else that was a non-scale victory. Oh yeah, well I could actually like get kind of comfortable on the plane heading back. I rested on my husband's shoulder, started drooling. I don't know if I was sleeping, but I was very relaxed. So I did feel a lot more comfortable on the plane, in the seat. So yeah, overall things are really going well. And my husband is soon going to start a GLP-1 as well, which should hopefully help his high blood pressure, bring that down to a normal level. He's lost a lot of weight since we really cut drinking. We were drinking beer a little bit in Tokyo, but that didn't seem to have any negative impact on my weight loss, and we didn't overdo it. We're just there enjoying, you know. It's Valentine's Day, it's my birthday, we're there to celebrate, and that's how we're going to try to continue to treat alcohol, not having it every weekend. Just having it on occasion for celebration. And the GLP-1 has helped me a lot with not having interest in alcohol. So I hope it'll do the same for my husband. He has told me like he misses the buzz. And I'm like, well, on the GLP-1, you definitely won't be interested in it. At least that's my experience. So your mileage may vary, of course. Excuse the sunglasses. I left my other glasses at home, but as you can see, it's a very sunny day here. So it's time for me to continue my walk and then go back and see the cats again. And I will chat you next time. Thanks for watching if you did. Bye.